Hello, what's up, guys? It's Ben Rai, and we have
Bonnie, where do you
I mean, this gonna be a very wonderful video because I said I have to come to Paul's house, the prodigy. I have to come here and we have to do something.
I can't be perfect privilege.
Bro, we have to do something and I mean it.
Yeah.
For real, I really do, man. But first of the day, I'm really here to just create cool content. Talk about life as a creative, you know. I always want to talk about life as a creative. Paul always likes talking about that. So I really thought this is very, very, very cool. A nice opportunity to just get to talk about this topic. You know? And okay. So now the next thing now is introduction. So since I'm low-key the host for this video, I'll have Paul introduce himself for now. I'll have Paul introduce himself. Just give us a brief intro about himself and then we'll proceed. Then I'll try mine.
All right. Hi guys, my name is Paul Emmanuel. I'm an artist. I'm a producer. I'm one of Ben's mentees. Yeah. She's my other in the terms of graphics and video. I'm a low-key photographer and a videographer. I'm also an academic and yeah, I'm a Christian. I'm a child.
You guys, yes, my name is Ben. I'm a photographer, filmmaker. I'm not an academic. But yeah, videographer, filmmaker, not a videographer, filmmaker, photographer, but I do.
Starboard.
Right here, man. Let me explain. Let me collide it. You know, funny enough, that I completely don't know what else to say. You know, fast photography, filmmaker. Oh, no cap. I'm also an artist. No lie. I'm also an artist. And I absolutely enjoy listening to music. I feel music is a very, very great influence in life.
Yeah,
Very, very great influence. I feel.
I mean, music instincts through music. I think most languages I know, and I know from. I mean, to me,
It's serious.
yeah. I don't really know lots of languages, but where people hear,
How do you have this, you know?
I don't English. I try to sing in, of course, in Triplet, I sing in Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbo. Some of my men actually were having fun and thought I was a Yoruba boy because I sang in Yoruba. Like, oh, you speak Yoruba. Oh, yeah, I dropped foreign Yoruba. I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, but that, I mean, that
You speak any language?
me. Yeah, I do. English is actually at some point I almost learned Turkish, but it seems like it got.
Almost. So,
But I think me, I absolutely did go far. If I say, Ben, if I'm serious,
Ben, say construct the sentence in Turkish. They say we are recording a video for you. Oh my goodness.
merhabalar. Merhabalar. Nasılsınız? Benim ve arkadaşlar şimdi
They do it. Şimdi probably he speaks Turkish here. He speaks Turkish here.
oh man, I feel I pretty much know about 30 to
Well, how old have you now? The text.
that should be going. I came in 24. Let me just say I came in 2015, so that's like about 7 years now. 7 years plus. No, 7 years plus.
2015,
Something.
oh yeah, about 15, 20, 21, 20, understand? No. Guy, 2015 finished with 2016 and why? 2016 to 18 to 17 to 18, 18 to 19, 4, 19 to 25, 20 to 21, 6, 21 to 22, so
Bro, I don't like the way of counting this 10.
it's 8 years now. It's 8 years.
So when did you say live before?
Okay, sorry. Sorry.
Oh no. How about it?
I've been here since 2015 as well.
2015. So you're not making it seem massive.
No, that's the point here. I didn't know. I didn't say I can speak Turkish. I said it I can't speak Turkish. I tried. I think I can't speak Turkish.
But you can search and
Yeah, I mean, when I need to buy something in the market and the person can speak.
maybe but really, and how's it? I mean, I think over time it's been like there's been a lot of rapid changes here in North Cyprus. Talking about the other day we were talking about currency.
Yeah.
Currency.
Chicken planning to this person. When I came to Cyprus, chicken planning was about, when you fall was about 1562.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm. I bought it today. It was about 100 something. Drop what the substitute. That was more than 100% increase.
Oh, that's crazy. One thing I shall know and shall remember is the exchange rate was around. Okay, I was paying my school fees then in Lefke Europa University. I was paying for about 2.8 Turkish lira for $1. But currently $1 is about 18.8.
Yeah. I remember the time a pound was about 4.5. My rate is in pounds. 4.5 now. A pound is about 20 something. Or 21. Crazy that.
Wow. I mean, that's a very, very long time. I guess we'd be here for long enough, don't you think?
Yeah. You don't want to do that.
I came actually.
After you came to do for
I never. What's the now? See the thing, I came November 2014. So you can't really exactly count 2014.
No, now.
Wait, you can't count for 2014. Those flashes down.
No, man. November, December. Okay. November to November.
Cool.
It
was actually recording, but not to the mic.
Oh my goodness. Seriously.
I said, I just connected it now. I don't know what. my tests.
Oh no.
So what do you think? Wait, actually, they have Adobe Enhance.
Yeah. Oh, you use it too.
Oh, you use it.
I used to do voice there.
Bro, you guys should check out what did it Enhance Pro? Is that what they call it?
I don't know. Let me check.
Literally just Google Adobe Enhance Audio. I think they call it Adobe Podcast or something.
Yeah, Adobe Podcast.
It's smoothing audio like butter.
Yeah, it should be Adobe Podcast. Anyway.
Oh, that's a little crazy, man. Don't worry, we'll find it out and put it on the screen somewhere. Oh, it's been such a while. I'm trying to funny enough, I'm trying to remember where I first saw you.
I think it was in class.
In class, right? Yeah. Great. No, I
don't want to talk so much about. Hey, it was good. I mean,
that was a good time. You know, funny enough, I never really saw you that time as I shall know you used to handle some church services.
We met in church. I think that time you had one crazy camera like this in church. Like you were the only person that had that kind of camera in church, and then the way I knew
where was I
don't know, but I knew that they were like, Ben, he has this camera. That's how I knew you passively first, and then we now met in class. I hate the Ben. Photographer. When did you start photography?
I really did say that I'm a photographer. I mean, it's very, very hard to admit that you're a photographer when you're starting out. But yeah, I started photography I literally got my camera in 2016. It was actually a gift from my dad. He actually got it for me, and I feel that was just really, really awesome.
There's this picture that I saw. I'm trying to look for it. When I find it, I'll show you. Wait, it's one of those pictures from that year.
Of
Don't worry, just wait for it.
Thank God. Man, crazy.
Yes, this is it.
Oh,
I'm going to send it to Zig. Why I took this picture is because of this logo.
I'll tell you.
I remember.
That's how.
Yeah.
I remember this session. Paul called me for a session. I mean, a guy calling a photographer for a photography session. I don't think it was quite popular back.
Yeah. It wasn't.
It wasn't something. Okay, for me, I'm not talking about.
I think there were just two people that were notably taking photos. Like proper photography. Apart from the digital studios around here.
I say, man, bro. Anyway, that was such a wonderful time. That was one of the times I really got to bond with Paul. Actually, just talk a lot, talk about music, talk about. I feel I had a very wonderful conversation that day, and I had a fulfilling shoot.
I remember that day I asked you about music, and you just did like you didn't know anything about music. Like you're just this regular music consumer that just listens to music.
Well, what do you want me to say now? You can't really open up without.
If you at least express that, okay, you are really interested in music, and you just sounded as though you are these guys that have good headphones and just listen to music once in a while. I didn't actually know that
I went into the art hustler costume of that. And I was just trying to get by with life. I was trying to get by.
So the kid is 17 now.
2017.
Yeah.
Bro, I literally just got my camera in 2016.
Before you, I think you mentioned to me at some point that you were doing phone in raw photography.
Yeah, I enjoyed the concept of taking photographs, but I never really did see myself.
What pushed you to even accept that for a camera?
Bro, it was total boredom. Being here on the island, the amount of, and here's the thing about idle hands, the devil will use you. So I've seen myself being idle way too long that I wasn't really down for that anymore. So I needed a hobby. I needed to do something. I really did need to do something. And how about you? Like when it comes to music, you did say you're a music producer. How long have you been?
Well, I really can't remember when I started passively, but actively I started in sometime around 2015, late 2015 or early 2016. I remember how I would usually go to church early because I wanted to pass by a studio, and then so I could leave my parents to go ahead of them because I wanted to pass by a studio to meet up with the studio manager and see what he was doing, and that's how the whole interest in music and music production came about. And I've been a church boy since I was young, so I've been hanging around instruments. I played the key in my high school, and then I also played the keys at some point in church. Got to mingle with this producer, stole some beats from him, and then ran away with him without his knowledge. And then I got to Cyprus. I started by chopping up the intro of people's already produced music and looping it and trying to create something new of it, and then boom, I got interested in it. Got my first gear as a gift from someone that really believed in me. I think you know him now. He's doing now Tibet and Co.
Oh really?
Yeah, Pastor Tibet.
That's amazing.
And Frank, so yeah, they got me my first sound card, got some other gears, and then went into production as a commercial thing.
Well, that's actually.
But the good thing, the best thing that happened to me was that I started production not for profit. So I actually didn't start. I started.
See, that's just the thing about finding passion, right? Mm-hmm. Sometimes people force their passions. You know very well that you're not really into something, right? But just because of peer pressure, or maybe you admire someone, you just decide that I must dive into this thing.
Yeah.
But passion is fueled by more than just choosing to do something. It's fueled by your heart. It's fueled by your love for the part you want to do. And it's really not monetary at all.
Yeah.
There is no intent to, there's intent to make money, but that is not what's pushing you.
100, yeah.
You're really just being pushed by the love for the craft you're choosing to do. And to be honest, I'll say that you're doing amazing, bro. You have awesome. Nearly what public. You have awesome music. You guys have a music group by the way. Awesome music group.
Yeah, awesome music group.
Inspired by your name? Or does the
not exact.
awesome?
Okay, so there's that. Actually, funny enough, a friend of mine, you know Henry now, Mr. Truby, right? So both of us, he actually really pushed me at some point to take things serious, and then he just recommended to me. His recommendation was just exactly in line with my thoughts and my conversation with my elder brother. Just some moments before he recommended it, he was like, "How about awesome music group?" And I'm like, "Bro, like, my brother and I were just talking about this," and he didn't say it off my surname. He just said it off the fact that we're going to make awesome music.
Yeah, the wordplay. That'll make the most sense.
You know, I was going to say that passion, right, pushes the creative side of every person. So rather than doing things because you're seeing people doing it, you're doing it because it's something that you're passionate about and something that you actually want to see work out. So you're not copying someone to be something.
Yeah.
You are actually being
creating by yourself.
being an original of yourself.
Original.
Yeah. And I think that's been. There's this photo I was retouching earlier today at work, and then when I just did it, I said I've hacked the existing. But I know you have a lot more, and I'm looking. I was serious. Hey, I'll show you now. I'm serious. I've hacked you there.
I'd like to say, I can't believe this is supposed to be an intro, man. The main point of this video, we have not even started.
Yeah.
But we're about to have. Paul said we should do rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah.
But me and Sha say no. The reason why we want to do rock, paper, scissors is just because we want to ask some really cool. We've pretty much been even asking those questions.
Yeah, we've actually touched on some.
Let's make it official, right? We'll be asking some questions just to. Paul is a producer. I'm a photographer. I feel like he's into photography as well. But we really want to I would like to know more about music, you know, because it's still sort of like my thing as well. If I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I told him I'm gonna start.
Okay.
So I'll just kick off the question.
So when are we playing the rock paper scissors?
We're not playing it. I'm prepping.
Okay.
So my first question, I think you pretty much answered it. The first question is supposed to be, what inspired you to become a music producer, and how did you get started in the industry? You talked about stealing instrumentals from.
No, that was not the question. That's it. So that's right.
Pastor Tibet giving you a sound card. I shouldn't know that instrument. I mean, I feel that's awesome. So I think I've asked mine. Go ahead, ask yours.
Okay, fair. What did you study?
What did I study in university or what?
Yeah, university.
Oh yeah, management and information systems. To be honest, I studied computer engineering, but I actually did feel like it was very, very time consuming. I'm not the person for all that for all that numbers, all that calculations. Nah, I'm not the one for that. So I pretty much saw a balance in MIS. That's why I started doing it.
Please don't actually about. Actually, the reason why I started schooling was because I was actually computer engineering too.
Really?
Yeah. But I think half of the people in our school that
I think everybody. Oh, bro, see.
I know about 5 people.
MIS. Yeah, I have the same story.
I know about 5 people out of 7 people I've asked that in MIS. They have the same story actually.
Wow.
5 of them have the same story. Yeah. So yeah. And Ben and I met in the MIS
class. Okay, so I think it's my turn. Yeah. What kind of music do you enjoy producing the most, and why?
Producing or performing.
Sorry, you never mentioned that he's a performer as well.
What I say?
I'm asking on the producer side, right? Okay. What kind of music do you enjoy producing, and why?
Well, I wouldn't put myself in a box. No. Okay. So there are various things that people call it genres, right? We can check how it's being pronounced. Well, I enjoy producing. I could jump on any genre, but I would really love to make it emotional, right? I'm not boxing myself in any genre. Actually, I'm just making sure that anything I'm producing, I get it to, as much as it's bumpy and everything, I get it to touch the hearts of people. Like this soft part of the music that is definitely going to catch
This is
emotions. How?
let me understand something, because I shall know that music in on a general is spiritual.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how can you tell that this particular sound is really gonna make an impact, or what is that convincing input or convincing addition that you know that yes, now I can capture someone's heart really with this?
Okay, so people that know me and people I've worked with know that I hate rushing music. I can't delay you. I'll be apologizing, but I'm just not going to rush it because I want to be sure that in the end, this that I just spoke about is possible. And what I would say is a sign that I've gotten to that stage where the music I'm doing is time taking. Sometimes it's really, really fast anyway, but I really try to connect to the music, and a lot of times it doesn't touch me. So just know that if something that I've worked on is out there, is because I've fought myself to actually put it out there, because a lot of times, because it's my stuff, it doesn't feel good to me.
Yeah.
But I really, I'll point out to the fact that there are some instruments that you throw into the musical piece that really, there's some instruments that are really, really emotional. For example, like the violins, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So these kind of slow strings are really emotional, and perhaps you could hear that in like 80% of the songs.
Bro, I wish you guys can listen to Paul's songs, and for real, because Paul's sound is actually, your sound is very, very unique. I'm not lying, it's very, very unique.
I don't know anything.
It's very, very, it's honestly very, very refreshing. It's a very, very refreshing sound, and it's just a matter of time till it gets popular, to be honest. It's awesome music, you know.
Okay.
It's time for your question.
It's okay, yeah. So why photography?
Why photography?
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, photography.
I mean, sorry, let me rephrase, because I know you're a man of many talents. Yeah. I know you've inspired a lot of great men. But why photography? Why didn't you just build your castle somewhere in Italy?
Which one?
So why photography?
Photography is such an interesting concept. If we are all being honest, with a photograph you can literally capture a moment and keep for memories. And I totally love memories, man. I love remembering stuff. Because somehow, I know that I forget very well. But there are some particular things that I always tend to remember, and I actually do get help a lot from photography. Having to see a photograph, a moment captured in frame, you can literally look at it. You just start recalling what happened. I mean, I was going through some really old pictures of mine today, and yeah, that same feeling, the feeling you get whenever you look at an old photo, I'm like, hey, how look at us? That's the reason why I do photography. I do it for the memory. I do it for the pause in time, just capturing that moment. And besides, photography is just a beautiful thing, most especially when you get the hack of it, while you're doing it. So I think that's why I do photography.
On the side, right? Bonus question. Have you noticed that when you're retouching a photo, when the person's cheeks are just really like, when I'm retouching, I don't know, maybe it's just me. When I'm retouching a person's portrait, when I get to the cheeks, there's this extra joy I feel. When I'm marking out this chunk, I'm like, oh my God.
What do you mean marking out the chunk?
You know that thing now that you know what I'm talking about. You just want to embarrass me.
They're cool, bro. I have no fool.
Okay, let's just forget it.
All right, let's proceed. Okay, In a few words, because I know you're a man of many words. So just in a few words, can you describe your creative process when producing a song?
You stole my question, but I was thinking actually let me get there. Okay, so
Bro, how are we gonna do it every day? Long ago.
I think maybe you see, so now when we play rock paper scissors, we know who's channeled the best part of the village is.
Then we're gonna have
We'll probably split it into or something. So my creative process. First of all, sometimes I actually just started, right? I usually get inspired by a lot of minute things. For example, I could just hum a melody in my head and it makes sense. I'm like, oh, drop it down, and then, for example, the song I'm about releasing, Melody, I was actually just sitting right there, and then I had some percussions bouncing in the background, and then I just hummed the melody, and then it made sense to me, and then I just put it in there, and then
continue.
Okay, and then I put it in there, and then shortly after, I just got some lyrics together. And I mean, God is like my biggest inspiration. God is my biggest inspiration, actually, and the things he's made, right? So I usually would want to eat most times when I'm working on musical stuff. Like,
well, there's something in the food that makes.
No, exactly. Just something to actually. Just something to actually distract the process. To like.
So you say you need food?
Yeah. Basically just something that as I'm playing the notes in, I'm clicking the notes in, I can just get my hands oily. So yeah. And usually I wouldn't show anybody what I'm doing till I'm sure it sounds fairly good to me. But I show people.
I mean, I feel for every creator, they all have that secret ingredients or secret pattern of concept they use in creating. So I mean,
sometimes
Paul said he needs oil in one hand and the other hand to be producing.
Oil in terms of chicken. I'm not talking about egusi. I'm not going to put my egusi and they make music. I won't do that. I guess my turn, right?
Yeah, sure.
So photography, right? Does it satisfy? Does it pay the bills?
Photography. You know, like you said earlier on, right? Photography is okay. We talked about passion. Passion is actually.
I'm taking note of what it is.
When it comes to passion, it's really not about money, but money comes along the way. You don't even have to force it. As far as it's passion, it just sort of comes.
Yes.
I've been doing photography for over. Starting in 2016, right? I did not even go professional until probably like 2018.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's no way that you say that I haven't been trying out something, you know, all this while. I actually do work with a lot of clients. I mean, I actually have a very crazy list of clientele.
Mobile, world class, high end.
I have a lot of clients, a lot of people, and even apart from having to work with clients, you know, you always tend to try new ways to make money with photography. I mean, it's a digital world these days, you know. So
by the way, guys, Ben is a contributor on Splash. I know men who some of you are just playing with me. I know men.
What does that change my title? Does that change anything about me? No.
If you should actually gather all your portfolio and put at the back of your name, then you don't be able to get a passport. Who exactly are you, sir?
Bro, I'm just a guy with a passion for photography.
Are you also a citizen in a different country?
Oh my days. Oh, that was awesome, man. That was a very nice question. So basically my question really now, I think you've sort of briefed us on this melody you said.
Mm-hmm.
So my question is, can you tell us more on your next project, probably your most favorite project in the past?
Okay.
If most favorite project in the past and the next project you're working on?
All right. So my favorite project from the past would be True Love because of the state in which I wrote it.
Hey, what's up guys? We've come to the end of this particular video. It has a continuation, but it's gonna be uploaded at a later date. To be notified, please do like and subscribe. You can also drop a comment if you found this interesting. The second part is coming in really soon. Thank you. Have a nice day.